take it away after the touchdown. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10.
At about the 32. Geno down to throw.
Throw out wide to Walker.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cover. Oh, he just stuck out there. They just got a nice first down.
Well, we love to say, get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9.
Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
From the 50, it's Smith. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Now Geno. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf. 45 yards.
And the Seahawks respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 7.
Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
H.A. now up the middle.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Tua going to throw. forced out to his left.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it, and to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that, so when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
These two teams all tied after one.
Score time, 7-7.
Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Up the middle they run. It's Walker.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. 2nd and 9 from the 44.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. 3rd and 9 here.
A shotgun snap for Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
Well, only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
From the 25, here's a 2nd and 8.
Now Tua.
They'll swing this out wide. Here's A-Chain.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got him ran complete. And he will have a Dolphins first down as he's brought to the ground after a gain of 7, 5 more than he needed on 4th and 2. From the gun, a run with Mostert.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Nwosu in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Smith. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Walker. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. That is incomplete. But prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game, you know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
It's a gain of 2.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
20 TX. Hey, 21 TX. Solo left Zion. Set.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And wriggled down quickly just past the 40 at the 41. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, They've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop her. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Smith now to throw. Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That'll go as a pickup of 8. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Trying the left side with Walker. And space tough to come by there as they would get maybe a yard to the 37.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note of that and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here we go on 4th. Smith. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Dolphins get the football in great field position.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
He stiff arms him. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
2nd and 9. A-chain here. They stay on the ground.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Third and 4. A give up the middle to A-chain.
And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
All right, fellas, listen up.
It was taken down by Bobby Wagner. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
And this Seahawks are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them. Melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is third down and 12. From the end zone, Smith. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock. Really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Again, it's A-Chain. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10.
32 Stinger. Hey, long. 20 TX.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. On 2nd down, Mostert. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Seahawks get over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up for the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Back to Walker on first down. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
And going right back to Walker. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And they're facing a big third down now in this tie ball game. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, here's Walker. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Smith to throw. Buying time to his left. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
He's known for his legs and his fancy footwork, but he's not getting much of a chance to use it here. The defense continued to hold the upper hand by bringing him down on that play.
On second down, it's Walker. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Running left is Walker. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Talk about controlling the football and controlling the drive. And with runs like that, they'll continue to do exactly that.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. Myers' kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Turbo 1 high, turbo 1 high. 20 TX. 21G.
Now Tua. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught at the 20. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
was a long shot, but they did get one final chance to try to score and overcome this small deficit. No touchdown, though, Charles, and that brings this one to a close.
Yeah, I think Hope was wearing one jersey and Worry was wearing another on the other sideline as that final snap played out. Now, we've seen some incredible plays to win games before, but in this case, I think the distance was just a little bit too great.